So I've started racing in go-karts basically, like most of the guys who are into racing now. So at the age of 14, then I moved to racing cars at the time with Peugeot. So the Peugeot Speeder Cup, the really good race car. And then I moved into the Porsche world with the Porsche Carrera Cup. French Carrera Cup for my second year into racing, because at the time, with my results into the Peugeot Speeder category, Porsche was looking for what they called young talent. So this is how I started racing with Porsche. So I did 4 years into Porsche Carrera Cup, and then I moved to Maserati. I won the Maserati Trofeo World Series in 2015. I also won the 24 Hours of Spa in 2018 with Lamborghini in silver category. And this year I raced into the Alpine Cup category, so European Championship, finishing third into the general ranking for my first participation. So it was a good season, and I mainly raced into GT, so GT4, GT3. So yeah, in the end, when you are a racing driver, I mean, like on TV, you just see the beautiful things, but a race car being driven, it's amazing. You have like nice cars, nice races and whatsoever. But what people don't really see is that all the background to be there on the track. So it's a massive job to well prepared, to be talented, to test, to practice, to learn the car, to learn your teammate and everything. But mainly it's about finding money to race than other thing, because it's so important. Yeah, actually I'm using a lot simulation. So now the simulations are quite really good. So tracks are like laser scan. So you got each bump on the road. The curb is quite the same as in reality. You got all the high, all the downs. So it's perfectly realized. So it helps a lot to learn the track, especially when you have to go to a new country, new continent, and then to race for the first time. So if you don't have the money to go there, to rent the track, to rent a car, because a day of training is so much money, then you have the simulation. And on the simulation and the simulator, then you can race a lot to learn everything, and it can save you like maybe 20 laps in reality, so you don't have these 20 laps to learn the track because you already did it on the sim, so it's massive. The decision that really makes me to do the move, it was when I was called by a team in Canada. They called me to participate to the 24 Hours of Daytona Classic, and the car that we used was a 996 GT3 Cup. Yeah, all a man can dream about. I mean, it was like really nice, naturally aspirated flat six. It was just insane with the reverberation into the oval of Daytona, into the night. It was massive. Manual gearbox, good lento. The car was like going around 270 kph into the oval, so it was like a massive memory. So I tell myself, like, when I go back to France, okay, now I don't hesitate anymore, I will buy one. I like the cars that not really liked by others. And the 996 is suffering about a bad reputation because it's water cooled, because of the lights that are different and whatsoever. But people doesn't know that it's a good car. It's a really fun car to drive. So for me, it's like completely undervalued. So, and also it was, like I said, I was lucky enough of the 996 GT3 because it was the 911 of my generation. So for me, it's like a good 911. One of the best maybe for the 996 GT3, for example. It can be like in between, like, you know, it's not modern like the modern cars like 992 with a lot of helps, electronic and everything, but it was not also like a 911 classic, complicated, difficult to drive or other things. So this one is like a right compromise between. And also this one was the cheapest one in France. I bought it like for around 20k. So I know in England it's quite expensive, but for me in France, for a manual 996 with this pedigree, it's like it was the cheapest one. I think when you are a real a car enthusiast, then you have to love Porsche, because for me it's just the best cars, because you can do whatever you want with a Porsche. I mean, you can go for a weekend with your wife, you can go to the restaurant, you can have just a nice trip alone, you can go to the track, coming back to the track. You can do whatever you want, you can do it, because you have some place into the car, you have 2+2 into the 911, you have some place for the luggages. So for me it's just the perfect car, because it's so polyvalent, and then you can find the right car for all of your use that you can have. So for me the idea was to buy the cheapest one, and then to put like some upgrades and do like the 911 of my dreams. So this is the beginning of the project, and it will continue to evolve, and I will do like I want, exactly what I want it to be in the end. I already got the GT3. It's not the aim is not to replicate the GT3, so that's why I wanted to get the ducktail, not the GT3 wing. And also we're not improving the engine and the performance of the car. You know, we are improving by the chassis, but not with the engine. So in the end, it's like a compromise between a standard 911 and a GT3. My aim is to find the right balance. So yeah, for me, working with Design 911 was just the perfect match, because it helps me to find a lot of pieces that I needed for the car. So to replace some pieces that I needed to replace on the car because of the time, of the kilometers and so on. So I found a lot of parts in OE match. We use OE match for the service parts. So we put arm suspension, we replace all the hoses, the joints, the silent blocks, so it was all from OE match. And also we put like a lot of upgrades on the car, some that are really visible, like for example the wheels, so it's like a Fuchs replica from Retroline. And also you can see that the car is lower compared to a standard one, because we put Design Tech coilover into the car. So we put like EBC brakes with EBC brake pads also, because in the end I'm a driver, I'm not a mechanic, so I need to get some advices to have the right pieces into the car. So it was like a nice communication with a nice advice as well. And I have to thank all the team of VOB Automobiles who put all the pieces into the car, because once again, if I had to do it, I'm good. My minds are good with driving, but not to do the mechanic on the car. So yeah, Design 911 was just perfect partner to go with, because it helps me to find the pieces I needed, to get fast delivery. Also with the warehouse in Netherlands, we avoid to get fees for the pieces. So in the end, it was just perfect. It starts to be my dream 911. We still have some work to do. We're gonna change some quite things, maybe the color as well, the interior. So we're gonna work. We're gonna add some nice stitching into the interior. We're gonna refurbish also the leather. We're gonna work on everything. For finally, it will be my dream 911.